What if you woke up tomorrow and the cash in your bank was worthless? What if your life savings, everything you've worked for, was losing value as we speak? This isn't some doomsday theory. It's happening right now. Every second, your cash is losing value. But here's the question. Where can you put your money where it's not just safe, but growing? Most people rely on cash because it feels safe. But safety is an illusion. Inflation eats away at it, banks control it, and governments devalue it. If you're holding too much cash, you're already losing. So what's better and safer than cash? What do the wealthy know that most people ignore? Before there were banks, before there was paper money, there was gold. J.P. Morgan once said, "Gold is money. Everything else is credit." And he was right. Gold and silver have outlasted every failed currency in history. Empires rise and fall, but these metals remain valuable. In 1971, the U.S. completely abandoned the gold standard. Since then, the dollar has lost 85% of its value, while gold's price has risen from $35 per ounce to over $2,600 today. When inflation surged in 1980, gold skyrocketed by 147% in just 1 year, while cash lost value. During the 2008 financial crisis, gold surged 24% while stocks crashed. When banks fail, gold holds its ground. Next asset. That replaces money? Land. When paper money burns, the wealthy don't panic. They own real estate. Mark Twain famously said, "Buy land, they're not making it anymore." Think about that. People will always need a place to live. That's why real estate remains one of the safest and most profitable assets. From 1970 to today, U.S. home prices have risen over 1,800% on average. 90% of millionaires built their wealth through real estate. Why? Cash flow, plus appreciation, plus tax. Advantages. Meet John. He bought a rental property in 2010 for $150,000. Today, it's worth $350,000, and it generates $2,000 a month in rental income. His money didn't just sit, it worked for him. Stocks and index funds, owning businesses instead of dollars. Warren Buffett said it best. The stock market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient. Owning stocks means owning pieces of real businesses that grow and make money, something cash will never do. The S&P 500 has averaged a 10% return per year for nearly 100 years. If you invested just $10,000 in Apple stock in 2000, it would be worth over $3 million today. Amazon's stock was 25 cents in 1997. Today, it's over $230. Imagine if you had put your cash there instead of keeping it in the bank. Bitcoin and digital assets, the future of money. Roger Ver once said, "Bitcoin is the most important invention in the history of the world since the internet." And many believe he's right. Bitcoin is digital gold. Unlike cash, it has a fixed supply. Only 21 million will ever exist. In 2010, 10,000 Bitcoin could buy 2 pizzas. Today, that same amount is worth hundreds of millions of dollars. In countries suffering from extreme inflation, like Argentina, Venezuela, and Turkey, many are turning to Bitcoin and stablecoins as alternatives to their failing national currencies. In 2013, a Norwegian man bought $27 worth of Bitcoin and forgot about it. In 2017, it was worth over $1 million. Collectibles and rare assets. Wealth you can hold. Andrew Carnegie once said, 90% of all millionaires become so through owning real estate. But what about the other 10%? Many made their fortune in collectibles. A 1962 Ferrari GTO originally sold for $18,000. In 2018, one sold for $48.4 million. The most expensive trading card ever sold? A 1952 Mickey Mantle card. It went for $12.6 million in 2022. In 2002, a Rolex Daytona watch was worth $7,000. Today, it's over $40,000. That's a 471% increase. Farmland, the secret of billionaires. Bill Gates is now the largest private farmland owner in the US. Do you think that's a coincidence? Farmland has outperformed the stock market for 30 years, averaging an 11% annual return. Food demand is rising while farmland supply is shrinking, which means prices will keep going up. Land also has something that cash doesn't: productivity. With the right knowledge, it can keep generating wealth through crop production, livestock, and natural resources. The return isn't just on the land itself, but on the ongoing harvests. The average U.S. farmer earned $134,000 per year in 2020. But that's just one example of the passive income farmland can provide, especially when managed well. And here's the kicker. The U.S. Department of Agriculture, USDA, projects that farmland values are set to rise even more in the next decade, driven by demand for sustainable food production. Private businesses, the wealth multiplier. Robert Kiyosaki once said, "The richest people in the world build networks. Everyone else is trained to look for work." The fastest way to build generational wealth isn't by working a job. It's by owning a business. A small business making just $10,000 per month is worth over $1 million if sold at a 10 times valuation. Jeff Bezos started Amazon from his garage. Today, it's a trillion-dollar empire. But guess what? He didn't just work, he owned. Warren Buffett once warned, "If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die." The difference between those who struggle and those who thrive is knowing where to put their money before it's too late. The clock is ticking. Protect your future. Start moving your money the smart way today. All right, here's a lightning-fast rundown of the 7 assets you need to protect and grow your wealth. Gold and silver, the timeless hedge against inflation. Real estate, the land that always appreciates. Stocks and index funds, ownership in the world's top businesses. Bitcoin and digital assets, the currency of the future. Rare collectibles. What's rare becomes valuable. Farmland, the asset that feeds the world and keeps growing. Private businesses, the best way to multiply your wealth. These are the assets that replace cash and secure your future. If you don't start moving your money into them now, you might miss out before it's too late. Hit that like button if you're ready to make your money work for you. Subscribe for more insider secrets on building wealth. And comment below. Which asset will you start with? Want to know how dumb people make more money than the smart ones? Check out the link in the description for my next video, where I break it all down. Trust me, you won't want to miss it.